Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to another live trading session. As you are already used to, we are doing this every Tuesday on YouTube live. But basically, what it is, it's actually a London live trading session that I'm doing on a daily basis um, on the VIP. So they will be going a little bit over what we did lately, the setups we took, and how will I execute the next moves and what I expect from the market to do and how I will take those specific setups. All right. We'll be looking for that some setups that I took, and maybe we can find some. We can frame together some trades. That would be ideally. Uh, all right. Let's get into it. Don't forget if you really want to help. I posted a tweet. You can retweet. You can comment or whatever. It helps with the algorithm. All right, I just had to retweet. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. So, hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Hello, everybody. 30 people. Usually we get like 80 in the first. Like a slow morning today. Or the move to the downside really wiped everyone off. I know it was aggressive, but it was required. It was required. All right. First, let's go over some setups that we already took, we executed last time, yesterday. Um PJ was live trading. I was looking at this 3-bar fractal and reclaim below these points of interest, and then targeting this flat bottom 40 to 1. It took the profit. Uh, I did manage to take it, and it worked really nice. Then this morning, I did mention that we need to wait for the Monday range to form because usually after the market has a high volatility run, what it happens is that we will create a range, and that's where the money is are made. You can make lots of money in a range if you know how to trade it. And we'll be speaking a little bit about this stuff. I don't think we'll have a huge expansion too soon. Usually what happens after dumps like this price, it's starting to create an accumulation wyckoff. So we might see even lower lows incoming, maybe this one's here or here. But for the moment, price has found an area of intermediate support. You can see here. But let's see this area. You can see it's actually acting like a supply for the moment, and price is rejecting it. Let's create let's create a plan. Yeah. So besides the ones that I executed, you might ask me, well, what do you want to take next? What should we look for uh, the next? Well, I expect this low to hold for the next 24 hours at least, and then I expect us to have a little expansion until this area maybe. I'll show you something like this. And I do think that we'll have some more opportunities along the way. And then I think ultimately we go back down. But I would like to see some liquidity creating, then some swing failure of that specific liquidity at opening there or even in this area. We'll see. Zooming out a little bit and playing some levels. Let's go with daily, yeah. Actually, let's create some Uh, low time frame, low time frame setups. Okay, okay, okay. All right. And now let's look a little bit on a daily basis what we can see. All right. So let's look on a daily. What do we see here? Well, last time when I was about here, I was lucky enough to lucky, to we created the plan. Maybe you saw it on Twitter or maybe not, but I did uh, discussed about a plan. 1 second, let's put that zero point 0.5 there, where it was looking something like this. Like this. Well, that plan is not invalidated. It's still there. It's still standing, and it depends a lot on how market will build the next moves. But I'm not going to wait until I get my area here to take a trade. Definitely. No, you saw that on low time frame. I managed to book some nice profits, short and long here. And I recommend everyone to learn this kind of skills because if you just wait for an alt season or you just wait for the desired move to happen, you won't be able to make money in these markets. So it's pretty difficult to do that. This equal lows, they are still my main draw of liquidity here, and they still remain in my plan as the main area to long here at 78.6 swing failure of this pivot lows. Or if the market is more bullish than that, we'll be speaking about the golden pocket swing failure here at this pivot lows. All right, that's the scenario where we dump. I'll say, but then you'll ask me, well, what if we don't dump? That's the scenario too? Um, idea is that if as long as we stay above this pivot high, as long as we stay above this one, the market we are speaking about a range. Market is moving in ranges, even though we don't have our eyes uh, trained. Market is moving in ranges, and you have to identify how the market is moving. So I expect the first area, for example, to reject around here. My mentor, it's Paul J and time, lots of time. The mentors, hard work, time, and Paul. That should be three now. uh, and then you'll ask me, well, you did made a plan, and you did mention that the market will dump further on, but why didn't you took the short? Well, because if we go on 4 hour, I was waiting exactly for this to to be tapped, which it didn't happen. And I would have had it exactly a swing failure in the 61.8. And what you can see here is actually the market front run, the 61.8, the main pivot high, which I was looking at, this one and this one, and channel highs. I was expecting actually a sort of a channel high deviation. So maybe a more aggressive tap there and something like this. But what it did happen is it's that, well, I was front run on that idea. Now I have to look at the next one and how will we trade uh, the next one? Well, what do I expect from the markets now on the next hour is for this Monday low to hold. And then we can look at this one and at this one for the moment. Okay, Monday range. That's a different kind of trading style. But we are not out of the woods yet. And what do I mean with that is that price has to reclaim this 113,400. It's very important for the price action to have a proper reaction here, because otherwise, I think we just create a. If we go on 30 minutes, maybe it's more clearer. I think there is a pretty high probability for the market to create just another deviation here at the highs. Yeah, something like this. And then just swing failure the highs and deviate back again. So this area, it's really, really important, playing level by level. And yes, you can make money, but then you have to zoom in a little bit. For the big moves, I'm not interested in a swing long here. You can see why. Once again, 61.8 front run. And you'll say, well, what if it's the front running season? Well, it can be then. Then I'm not going to play the major moves. Yeah, this was a major 4-hour move. I missed it. And maybe here goes once again, and I won't be in this bus, but then I can go on low time frame and actually make pretty decent money scalping left and right this kind of moves. So it's really important to understand your edge, to be capable to create a skill set of setups and of patterns that you can trade, and you'll be profitable on based on that one. So now, definitely, so some invalidation of this scenario of the price going here is the price just holding this previous low. And no, it's not an inverse head and shoulder, or however people might call it. I don't think so. It's not a pattern, it's just a market's playing the ranges. As long as it holds this pivot low, we'll be looking for this resistance, which is basically here. And then I think I will be looking for a short once again around this area at 115,400. If we take a fib level and look at it, you can see it's exactly at Monday high. So it falls pretty nice. The level it falls pretty nice. How I'll trade it exactly, just waiting for some consolidation, some sort of displacement, or M top here at the highs, or the best scenario is actually wait for the price to get below Monday high and then reject. That's one. It's kind of dangerous because what can happen is actually the price can leave you with the eyes on the sun, if you know that saying. Um, and it will dump without you, or it will pump without you. So you have to be really careful when you're executing these setups, like I did here on low time frame. 8 hours. So definitely this would be an area that I'm interested in some shorts. If we want a more conservative uh, stop loss, like with a 4R, which is not bad at all. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, guys. You can go with a wider stop loss, and then you can have a safer entry. Please, guys, I see about 60 people in the chat. Do me a favor, and if you didn't manage to retweet or like or comment, just go and retweet, like, comment, because it helps a lot the algorithm. Yeah, and let's get back to trading and make some money. So essentially, price has lots of work to do right now because this displacement is not just um, that easy, to put it like that. It's more complex and requires more consolidations. If we look at let's put a anchor VWAP here, and you'll understand what I'm saying. The issue is that price has lots of work to do between 115,000 and 11,000. Lots of work to do here. And I think right now we'll be moving in this range, and we'll have sort of a chop period, which for me, I'm really happy about it because really profitable. And as you saw earlier, if you go on 9 minutes, uh, for me this is damn profitable. this kind of trading because levels are working pretty nicely after it's set like that. Open interest is flushed. Market makers are not interested anymore to put so much effort into manipulating the moves because they already did it. And yeah, it's basically clean. The market is clean. Then, if I'd be to look for another area to take some longs, honestly, I would be looking at around 78.6 here. Take this one. Because if Monday low is failing, I'll play that one as long as it holds. But essentially, I want a long around here, around POC area. So swing failure of this pivot low and tap of that POC. And maybe we can play something like this. I think that's a pretty good probability, a pretty safe trade here. All right, like this. Yeah, I think that looks fine. So I'll be looking for this pivot low here. And regarding to where I learned from, well, if you put the time and effort, anyone can do this. But I mean it with the time and effort. It's not, I don't know, you stay 30 minutes a day and that's it. You need to put lots of work with strategy, with the plan, with the trading journal, with clear and precise tools. If you don't do this, well, I don't think you'll have too much time in the markets. So this would be the plans for Bitcoin. Uh, I wouldn't jump necessarily on a swing long and to be looking forward, I don't know, 140,000. We'll be going there. So there is a pretty high probability for the price to go there. But if you ask me, yes, I would go with something like this. Yeah, this is the invalidation point. So that would be the area to take the long, the real long. This would be the area. I just don't see it here. Just my 2 cents. I just don't see it. All right. All right, right. 1 second to take some snapshots of the plan because then the guys from the VIP will ask me, well, where is the plan? You're making daily plans. I want the plan. I need to trade. And I like that they, especially the old ones, uh, they started trading based on these plans, and man, they're profitable. I enjoy that. They started understanding the power of a plan, and they execute it on a daily basis. Per hour, daily. Come on. And all right, now let's go high time frame. Hide everything. Are you guys bored yet? There you go. And now we can go back on our low time frame. Fun. All right. So what I would like from the price action now to do, it's not create a breakout right now. You can see it's struggling a little bit. Well, that's all right. But what I'd like to do is actually play this sort of range, create some equal lows here, make some liquidity, and then have a manipulation at the New York opening, which we can long. That would be a very high probability trade and very good reward trade. Yeah. Now I don't know if I'll get that kind of scenario. We'll see. But this is what I expect from the market. All right, we blabbed away too much about Bitcoin. So as a new setup, yes, this W it's there. And if you look at the chaos level, it has some targets that are coinciding with my area of resistance. But 2.25 is there. It's okay-ish. It's not great. I have to tell you that. I'm more of a scalping dude, and I like some sort of trade like this. But we'll see. So essentially, I'm aiming for this area. All right, we blabbed away enough uh, about Bitcoin. So any retracement here or here, it's a buying opportunity for TP here. At least for today, the market should be holding this Monday low. All right, something like this. Now let's go on our favorite shitcoin, Ethereum, and see what we can do here. Let's go on daily and see how this one is looking. Say bad. Ah, no, let's see. So, let's put some random trend lines here. 3 days, a little bit at this one. Are you guys having fun yet? Why I would highlight this area because it's very important for our price. And I will explain you later why. So on a daily basis, we did close above this pivot high, which is insanely important for the moment. Insanely important. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Doing the plans as you guys are used to. We take even this pivot high, look a little bit at the GP. That one is not. There is an issue here that you can see on Ethereum. Spot didn't swap the low. That, that's intriguing for me, and I'll discuss about that one later on. So as long as we stay above 4,090, 4,080 on a daily basis, that's all right. If we go below that area, well, that's not all right, and that's really, really nasty. 12 hours. Speak about its intermediate range. All right, let's go at the Monday high, Monday low. Okay. You see, well, what the heck is he doing? Let's find the. All right, I like this one. Okay, well, not looking bad, not looking great, not looking terrible. I think the first area, my main area to look for shorts is this one here. Also, you can see if you take the pivot high, that's a 61.8. But also, I think until there, we can speak about even about this one. I think price will have some issues with that area. Here. Well, no questions. It means that you guys are really watching this with high interest, no? That's what I'm thinking. Or you're like, well, what the heck is this guy doing? He's painting, he doesn't have any idea about what he's doing. Uh, Also, the price will have lots of issues here at the POC. So 4,280, 4,300. I think we'll have lots of issues with this area. Only if we get some nice strength coming in. I think we can easily displace this one, but it's been long consolidated. Uh, high, pivot low, so around here. That would also, I think, is the Monday mid-range. Maybe, or maybe not. But yeah, essentially, if we reclaim why I had this one here, if we reclaim this pivot low, we'll speak about, essentially, we'll speak about this pivot high. So it's really important for the price to reclaim this area here. Sort of neutral for the moment. And now that we painted a lot, now we can go and take some setups here. Now. Well, I did took a setup last night at the middle of the night. I did took this one. I took the swing failure of this pivot low here. I did took some setups last night. I did plan them. I wrote about them on VIP. I mentioned that I will take some setups at the, you can see 0.5. We had a really nice key Fibonacci level there, and they took it. This one. But I'm already trimming some profits here because basically we are at resistance. So playing level by level, it's way more important than targeting irrealistic, having a irrealistic approach. So you have to understand that. I had lots of people in DMs uh, discussing these things and targeting, I don't know, random levels or new all-time highs each day and stuff like that. Price is not moving like that. You have to understand how the price is moving and how ranges are created. We're going to go through the new shitcoins too, like AVNT, STBL, and stuff like that. I have some setups on those ones. Um, so you need to understand really, really, really well. Yeah, when you have a plan, when you create a plan, you have to understand your areas for taking profits and so on. And it's really important. Don't target, I don't know, hit like this. I don't know, it goes to 145,000. Uh, not entry price. Okay. Yeah, 145. Yeah, and the target, I'll take 154 or no. Instead of going for that shit, you should focus on level by level, playing the ranges, playing the levels, and booking those 2-to-1 profits will be way more profitable. So we have some levels here on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ethereum I didn't mention. Um, yes, I do think I will maybe take a short around here. So I'll try to scalp short. First area would be around here. I'll be looking for some sort of trend line, then some sort of previous 4-hour high, swing failure, and then a deviation, and then I'll trigger short, something like this. And that would be my short entry. But we'll see. We'll see how the market develops. And definitely, I would be looking for one here at 4,400, 3,500. No one replies. You have no friends. I don't know if you necessarily need too many. Uh, why the heck I clicked? All right. And definitely I would look for a short here. deviation of this high back below. That to trigger some nice shorting opportunity. 5 to 1 at least. Okay, let's go to shitcoins like STBL. Uh, Dude, it looked like no, it's not logarithmic, regular. Okay. So yesterday I was looking for a bounce here. I'm still in this shitcoin long. It's underperforming. It is what it is. I was going to play the range and look for a TP1 around here at the highs, but didn't deliver. Nothing that I can do. Um, I'm still in the long, but seems like actually the price is taking this trend line, which used to be support, is taking it as a damn resistance. And you can see mid of the channel. Eh, yeah, I don't like it. Kind of rejected. Then I played AVNT. We played this one. You can see this trade. Um, I did took 75% off. I still have like 25% of the trade. I still aim to take the highs here, and but actually I'm looking for a retracement here in this area. So took some partial, looking to add back into my trade and something like this. If you want to take a trade, maybe wait for a retracement, as I was saying, maybe around this area. At 1.93, I would hop in back again. Doge, we took a long on Doge. Yeah, I was scalping it last night successfully. I really liked it. You can see here, real nice scalping opportunity. I took this short, took the profits here. Then look at this long opportunity. If you took it 2 to 1 out, then I took another long here. So on Doge, we have some sort of a AB equals CD. We have this long already running. Yep, that should be it. So you have to understand that in trading, it's not about uh, being right or crap like that. It's about the probabilities of you. This is a setup that I posted. It's about the probabilities of you being successful on your plan or being wrong on your plan. That's trading. That's what trading is about. And has absolutely nothing to do with luck, has absolutely nothing to do with uh, what you see on Twitter nowadays. It's only about having an edge, having a plan, and constantly day in, day out executing that specific edge. Yeah. Then also took a long on Aster, Aster. Yes, it looks like wants to go higher, whatever. But this was a scalp long. If you want to trail it, you have different methods like the holy grail here. Down chart. There we go. And you can chase with this one. You can see it has, when it has a trend, look at this one. Yeah, boom, it took out here. So when a trend is starting, you can rely pretty much on the TAG. On the ranges, it's not working that good because basically a range, it's a tight area where you're scalping left and right. Still sleepy today. Notifications not on. All right. Not many people interested in trading today. I really think that the last move washed a lot of people. Uh, I don't see too many people enthusiastic or uh, really eager to trade or stuff like that. So AVNT, Aster, and STBL. I have to add STBL here. Okay. we have some setups. So we have some setups running and that I'll be looking forward to. On Ethereum, I would add another one. Ethereum absolutely loves this 78.6 retracement. And I think we have some confluence here. There you go. This pivot low here. Uh, damn it. All right. All right. So if we get a bigger dump, yeah, we'll be checking my swings too. I would be looking for this one here. All right, let me open Discord. Let's go on the swing trades and let's look at some of them. So I was mentioning yesterday AXS. There you go. I was having this target for a long time, this swing failure of the pivot low. But these motherfuckers, they didn't took the low. It's for me, this is a 3-tap setup. The market will essentially go higher, but yeah, I mean, you don't have to be sniper perfect or stuff like that, but you can start buying the blue box, and I think you'll be all right because the invalidation is pretty nice. So this is a pretty good setup here. However, you might want to play it. It's pretty nice setup. You would have a first take profit area here, and however you might want to play it, uh, that's a pretty nice setup. All right, let's go the next one. Bitcoin. Actually, I already posted that long at 109. Dogecoin. I have a swing long waiting for Dogecoin. Doge USDT. Doge USDTP. Where the heck it is? Yeah, whatever. Let me check the chart that I posted. Doge USDT Binance. But it disappeared. Yeah. I think when I started scalping it. All right. So essentially what I'm looking forward, um, go 8 hours actually. I'm looking for this area to be tapped in Doge. And I think I'll go big, long big here. Maybe we'll have a rejection here and then continuation. But here I'm looking to add a fat bag of Doge. 22.626. Yeah, somewhere around there with the stop loss 212. There you go. This is my setup. Next one would be stop loss instantly. I took a stop loss. I was writing an update and stop loss instantly. All right, let's go to the big ones. All right, so let's go in. I'm there. Let's start with Dusk. I'm still bullish on this one on high time frame. I still think this is a real nice play. There is also probability. You can see I have some. If this inverse head and shoulder fails, if this initial W fails, I'll be looking for the swing failure of this liquidity here. But until then, this W, it's doing its job. It's holding the level. No, I cannot give any resources. You need to put the time and effort. No one gave me the resources. I had to. look a lot, years of work, months of work. But basically, what you can do is actually, if you want all the resources, you can be one of the students, one of the 10 students that I take on Kappa too. But then, idea is that it's not opened, and I will not make any other. I'll not take any other students this year. So for 2025, we are done. Let's look at TIA a little bit. TIA, it's one of those examples where uh, seems like the daily W's didn't want to hold. Also, I was having this trend line, which acted pretty nicely in the past. You can see support, resistance, resistance. And then I had this W and breakout. And I was looking actually for a swing failure of this pivot low into this demand, and then some sort of ABC correction here for an AB equals CD. But and the start of a more impulsive movement. And you can see also based on the if you look at that specific trend line, well, the chart was looking good and the setup was actually, well, I was like, wow, that's such a good setup. But the market maker said, no, 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 fuck you. Sorry. But that's what literally the market maker said. It that's trading, guys. You have uh, no other edge in trading than plan, risk management, setups, and your edge. Yeah. And then market makers they will decide, and the market actually will decide how will the specific setup will be playing. So if that will be a successful one or it will be a failure. Yeah, it is what it is. That's trading. Uh, yeah, that exactly. My T8s and my setups sometimes when you have fundamental events or stuff like that, uh, a TA it's whacking a little bit. You have to be careful about crap like that. Like unlocks. Atom USDT. There we go. On Atom, I'm still waiting for a dump, but until then, you can see like a further dump here at a 78.6. I'm still waiting for the liquidity to be taken. Until then, you can see that market is ranging. If you would have been good at trading ranges, pretty nice money to be made here. And then maybe target again here, 4.2. Not interested right now. It's not doing anything. Filecoin. Filecoin, I'm still in this one. I still have my spot bags. My validation, to put it like that, it's the incapacity of the price closing above 2.4 on a weekly to monthly basis. But and for example, losing the level, especially this one, yeah, you can see that one, that swing failure pattern is holding. So right now I'm expecting something like this back reclaim. Something like this. You can see price is compressing here. Indeed, if the price is doing that, well, I'll take the stop loss and then I'll look to add back again when the price is catching strength. But for the moment, it's still there, still consolidating, and it's not a bad thing. You can see the OBV is looking, it's looking pretty good. AR, AR USDT, same stuff here. I'm looking for this pivot low to hold. Same stuff on a weekly basis. If you didn't took, I think I had a big, I think, yeah, this W. You can actually go with this W here and have a limit order at this one. Some sort of pre-tap, the price should hold around here and then create some sort of bounce. So uh, they are still holding the levels for the moment. OP, I just spoke about Phil and I discussed about it. OP is holding pretty nice, I have to tell you that. Yeah, we have some trend line Uh, what these ones are doing? It's fighting a little bit here and here. You can see it, and then we just rejected quite aggressively. Nothing that we can do in that regard. But idea is we can look for price will be looking for liquidity. So I think most likely we'll be speaking about a dump further or even this one here. And that's when you can add to your bags. Uh yeah, a cringe name. Fetch AI. Let's go monthly. So if you observe on a monthly basis, we just violated the monthly FEG, tapped this area of supply, and now most likely the price will go back to test demand, which would be around here at 0.5. That's how it looks like. And if you go back on a weekly basis or a daily basis, you will see that it follows exactly here. So yeah, I expect the prices to dump a little bit more, especially on altcoins. You can see the neckline here. If you, I still have the swing longs on a weekly basis, so I'm still long, as I said. My invalidation is this pivot lows, and as I said previously, on fill, on dusk, on AR, same stuff. Invalidation, it's the April low. We can do a swing failure. Don't get me wrong. We can do a quick swing failure of this one and then reclaim. And I would still be long because it reclaimed, it didn't fail the level on a daily to weekly level. So I repeat, they are swing longs, sort of a position trading. You need a plan for something like that. All right. Uh, S USDT. This one, for example, it's at a pretty good risk to reward area. Someone from VIP highlighted this one. You can see actually, if you speak about a range, I really like this one right now. The risk to reward, it's all right. Let's speak about that one. And maybe this W will work. And then we can target this mid-range at 8R. It's not bad. So we have a W with swing failure, the lowest low. It's there if you want to take it. Use, as always, use proper risk management. But the setup is not looking that bad. Let me check actually if I have it, because I know we were discussing about this one, but I'm curious if I have the long on my exchange. I should have it on the swing trades. Man, what I hate about S is that after they did the change from FTM, it's so hard to find the ticker. So hard to find the ticker. I really don't like it. Yeah, I have it. Yeah, it's damn hard to find the fucking ticker. All right. Well, Bitcoin and Ethereum, they are chilling. Yes, now let's go to my favorite shitcoin, Tao. Man, I made this plan since April. I'm waiting for my bags to get filled. This one is just creating equal lows. It's so annoying. Just get down to my levels faster and then pump. It's looking very good, guys. From an accumulation point of view, structural point of view, but it's a bit weird the fact that it's just sitting there and uh, just hovering above my level. Just hovering above my level. Idea is that, as you can see here, for example, I was waiting since April. If you don't learn these skills that you see right now on my screen of trading, then you will just sit on your hands for month, per month, and I don't know, you'll have to do some money from something else, or get a job or stuff like that. But essentially, you'll not make money from waiting 4 months for a trade to come to you. I will make money because I'm doing trading on a daily basis. Doge we discussed about. CFX, this shitcoin, it's already old. And I already did my money 2 times on this one. Let's go on some other shitcoins such as Deem. Look at Deem here. Pretty nice stuff going on. We have an initial W with the reclaim, and this stuff should be posted. If it fails, it is what it is, but also if it's not failing and we play the range game, then we can speak about that one, which is a 3.3R. Damn it, I clicked something wrong. All right, Deem. And I have another one. 1 second. 188. All right. And back to swing trades. The GTC. Let's see the GTC. GTC is still playing the range. Swing failure, that one. Well, it's still in the books. Hi-Fi. Hi-Fi. Man, we had so much fun with Hi-Fi. Hi-Fi. Where the heck? Well, I don't know where I had the plan, but people from VIP, they know we had an entry here at 58, 59, something around here. I didn't know it will pump that much, but look at it. Well, you're lying. Let me get you the chart. It was posted on August. I have too many charts here that I posted. Deem. Oh, there you go. That shitcoin. Hi-Fi. And I cannot post because the image is too large. Normal. Yeah. What about now? Yeah, there you go. So I had lots of swing longs. You can see this one here. That this accumulation, have a quick dump, and then reclaim. But man, I didn't imagine it will be that parabolical. As I was targeting, actually, I was targeting this high, but then it went parabolically. Okay, let's go. I have few more, and then maybe I'll take some requests. Gala, we have an entry. Mana. Mana still playing the range here. It's not looking bad. It's actually holding the structure pretty nice. ONT. ONT. Have an entry? No, I don't have an entry. Oh my god. I think I'm a greedy goblin. Motherfucker. Cartesi. USDT. I'm already long on this one. And then SKL. And my list is finished. That one is risk free already. All right. Man, I spoke too much. I need to drink some water. I need to let you guys speak now. All right. Let me know. Hit me up with questions. Yes, Near, it's an old shitcoin. It's pretty good. I have a bag of Near. And this motherfucker, it's holding the It's holding the W really nice. Look at this initial W, another one, bigger one. So yes, it's very, very good and it's looking solid. Also, you mentioned Aegon. I think that one had a breakout, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, at the neckline breakout. So I think these shitcoins, they will have a really good time flying. Stormy. Oh, Stormy. Well, look at this previous week low. That was the play. What I can do now? Nothing. Let it cool off. I think it's playing this range. Maybe let it come back to the range lows. And maybe here you can play something. That this one is insanely volatile. Haven't I discussed about Cartesi? Hmm. Yeah, it has a nice double here. Be sure to make it risk free around here if you think about trading. So yeah, not looking great, not looking terrible. I think I missed posting a setup on VIP. I think I didn't post the S. Yes. Yeah, I saw that we have some news, but I expect that the manipulation will be done. All right. Chlor AI. What's that? Chlor. Hmm. Hmm. I don't like the candles. This one looks like it's highly manipulated. This is healthy, so this is healthy structure. This is not healthy structure. Something is going on. It looks like a. All right. Like coordinated sell-off. Yeah, below this pivot low. Hmm. Not looking great. Pond. I'll be taking some requests, so guys, hit me up with a request. Then we can call it a session. We have lots of trades ideas. Damn, so much liquidity here. Why is the market just ignoring the failure? I expect something like this one, and then take the failure pivot high. So have some limit orders at this area. That's what I would do. Perhaps local AJ on what, Orson? On Somi or on which coin? Which shitcoin? Mix? We bang again, mix? Okay, let's see. Mix. I like that we swept the previous week low. We reclaimed it. Daily, we didn't took Monday low. It's at a Monday high. We have to be careful here. We have to be careful here. Not, not great area. We need to be risk free until then. Okay, let's go on 4 hours. 1 hour. Mm, mm, this week, I don't like that week. Yeah, I don't like that week to the downside. Eh, nah. Why? Why? No, Anna has to go for some liquidity. I think Anna will dump further in 0.51. Yeah, it took this pivot low. We can speak about the range for the moment. We can speak about this range. Hmm, not great, not terrible. Have some resistance here. Hmm. I don't think we have enough risk to reward from this W. Yeah, it's actually exactly a 2. Yeah, not great. BNB? Why you want BNB? You want to show me that it made new all-time high each day? Yeah, I don't know what to look at. I don't see why. If you want to play some scalping, but you ask me for a daily time frame, so there is absolutely nothing. Let it be, let it do its stuff. If you have some spot, maybe, yeah. But I don't see any purpose on scalping that one. Well, just me is doing my squiggly lines, you can see. Uh, Still again left equal lows. What the heck is going on? So market makers they want another dump or what's going on? Uh, yeah, I still think it needs to solve some issues here at 0.011. There are some setups across the board, guys. I think we discussed about at least, man, 9:11, 9:10 minutes, 8:41. So I posted this. I posted Dogecoin, Doge USDTP. If anyone wants to hop in along here, I posted hype, and I'll close the stream. I posted this one. Bitcoin, this one. If we get a retest here, where the heck is my drawing? It's made here. I know it doesn't save the. If I did them on a. What the heck? I did it here. I think USDT. No. So my savings disappeared. Yeah, interesting. That's retarded. So literally my drawings disappeared. It's good that I posted them. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but whatever. Oh, you can see literally my drawings disappeared. Oh, on binging side didn't? Yeah, sorry. All right. So this one, thank you. You paid good attention, Wojciech. You paid good attention. Can the 3-bar factor be used as a framework just like W because it occurs frequently? Yes, it can be used. Then Paul posted long on Solana. This neckline, you can target the highs. Then I posted the plans on 4 hours on Bitcoin. If we go here and we unlock uh, what the heck I did here? Why? Whatever. Then we discussed about this ones. TradingView is killing me. I'm not good at TradingView. Uh, that's a good point, Albert. That's a good point. That's a good point. So this would be the 4 hours, 4 to 8 hour setups. Then if we zoom out a little bit on daily, this would be the long, the real one to go for another expensive move. Then Deem, we discussed about Deem. It's looking pretty good here. Not this one, but this one. You can see it. It took all the liquidity here and it reclaimed. That's not looking bad. S, we discussed about that one too. S, Deem. S, he did exactly the same stuff. Come on, there you go. Yeah, took the lows. Apparently holding. We'll see. All right. Um, please use proper risk management. There's lots of setups going on right now. Um, I would recommend to have a plan. Use spot. Always focus on spot. It's very important to have some bags. If you want some setups, then you might want to look at proper risk management. Never try to cross more than 3% or 5% open risk. It's insanely important. All right. That being said, thank you very much, guys, for watching. We'll be hearing in 4 hours from now with Paul. Market is looking good, and I think we can play some ranges and we can make some money off off of these ranges. It's really important to understand how to play them, use proper risk management, and that would be it. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll hear you in the next live trading session. Bye bye. See you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.